Hey guys, this is American Ahjumma, and welcome to another K-drama recap.
American Drama.
Okay, so to start off, we didn't have an episode of the American Ahjumma last Saturday because it was the 4th of July and I'm freaking patriotic. And I use it as an excuse not to record. So let's start with my favorite society. Yes, we're going to start with that one because, as you know, we left off at the end of episode 6. And guess what? We're at episode 10 with another episode airing today, but I can't get it yet because it ain't been translated. And I want to know everything. Okay, so at the end of episode 6, we think that he's finally caught, right? Nope, didn't happen. Homie backed off. Or, I don't know what happened. I think he just wanted to know believe what he wanted to believe. But, yeah, homie backed off. So, after this happens, the girl, the other best friend, the cutie, forgives them or whatever. And so, they go out on a night because Yuna wanted her to feel good about herself or whatever. And then they end up in Homeboy's villa. His mother freaking villa. I mean, it didn't even look like they was in Korea anymore. I'm going to let you know that. That's how much money they family got. Okay, so after that, Choi finally tells the homeboy, like from the beginning, you only wanted to know what you wanted to know. And that he will get healed, but they do the same thing, but it's been a liar when he do it. So they come into a fist fight, and you think that's the end of the bromance. Close. Okay, so after that, they all leave the villa in separate cars. They not happy anymore, and homie best friend and the cutie, they was together, and when he dropped off, he's like, what's wrong with you? She like, don't get hit. Blah, 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 blah. I mean, this girl cries through the whole series, it looks like. So, after that happens, his mother pays her a visit. Well, she calls him, and she says, do you know who I am? I'm his mother. Okay, so she calls him, pays him a visit, and, well, they meet at the cafe, and she's like, I order you a drink to save time. And she tells him, he's not going to marry you. You're not his type. You don't have enough money. And we couldn't accept you because you're poor. Come on, Korea. Dang. That's messed up. So, after that happens, she's like, I would never marry someone whose family wouldn't accept me. And she's like, good answer. So she calls him and tells us that she visited him and whatever. Okay, but she says she's not gonna break up. They're in their 20s. They're not even thinking about marriage. Why would she break up with him? Plus, she got no pride because she's in love. Yuna finds the key that her brother gave her and finds a whole lot of covered up secrets in her family, and with her family's company. And not only that, the mother finally asks for a divorce. The mistress connives to get pregnant for revenge. But, I mean, she's older than he's old, so we're going to leave it at that. Okay, so all this stuff happened within these last 4 episodes. But let's go to episode 10 where everything gets consolidated. Choi tells his friend, after they have a little bike race or whatever, that even though it started out as being very deceitful and him trying to come up or whatever, he's actually in love with Yuna. So can we say, thumbs up for love, yay. But guess what? The hit the fan. Oh yeah. See, Choi's mother, unbeknownst to Choi and unbeknownst to herself, kind of let the cat out the bag. And now you don't know. You don't know that he already knew who she was. So it's all been a big ass lie to her. The next series we're going to discuss is When I Loved You. Oh my gosh. This would be my first full recap of this series. And I'm going to say, I love it. When I Loved You is about two childhood best friends that live next door to each other. And it stars, I cannot remember her name, but the girl that played the lead in Secret Garden. Oh my gosh. If y'all never seen Secret Gardens, check it out. It's great. Anyway, it stars her, and she's best friends with this guy, and they have been best friends since high school. And it's actually their love story, but it's like I don't know how to explain it, but it's freaking good. It's freaking good, and you should watch it. So, in it so far, they are falling in and out of love. Like, the show starts off with her, well, in the first episode, she gets dumped when she thinks she's about to get married. She gets dumped, and her boyfriend is a two-timer, and he's been two-timing with someone they work with, because all of them work together. So she's been two-timing her with someone he works with, and she's pregnant. And then they go to the wedding, and she's determined not to make a scene because no one wants to look pitiful. So she's determined not to make a scene. But he overhears dude talking in the bathroom, and he get pissed off, and he's like, he really whooped his tail. But then it kind of falls back on her, because then they're like, she wants revenge and blah, blah, blah. But it wasn't really like that. But she forgave him because they've been besties since forever. So why wouldn't she forgive him? Right? He meets somebody that he works with. I don't like her. I mean, I guess she's sweet enough, but she's just, she in the way. Like, dang, let them love or find it or realize it. But guess what? Somebody comes in her life too. And guess what? It is Infinite L. And if you don't know Infinite L, do some K-pop researches. He easy to find. So, and he's like 26 and she's 34. So it doesn't really work out because she finds out that he is actually trying to use her to come up. Anyway. But she forgives him, and since he knows his job, she requests that he be put permanent, but they don't work together no more. So that was the end of that. And she was heartbroken because she felt stupid, because she fell for it, because he was nice to her, and all that other stuff. Okay, so next, after that, we have, I think I got bit by a mosquito or something. So, after that episode, we get deeper into it, and they're becoming closer and closer. Like, I think they're starting to realize just how much, well, he's always loved her, but I think she's starting to realize how much she really likes him, especially since he's actively dating the flight attendant he works with. So, yeah, that's something. Okay, so the last episode of the 4 episodes that I have seen ends with, while they're getting closer and they realize, like, she's realizing he is like a man or whatever. This is after they get drunk or whatever. But he realizes he is a man and like he's a great catch and whatever. And he realizes that she's realizing that the ex shows up. The ex that did her dirty. And not the one that got married, but the one before that she was really in love with. And it seems like he's a piano player. So she likes the musicians. So, but she was really in love with him, man. That's what happened. And scene. Let's go to Orange Marmalade. Orange Marmalade. Okay, so in Orange Marmalade, and I said I wasn't going to go back to it until it went back to modern times. And I'm glad I didn't. I watched the last episode when it was back in back in the Joseon era. And I realized why they did that, but it was unnecessary because it's like it was their love story once again, but in the past, and this is their reincarnation. Yep, she's a vampire again. And you know, when I last talked to y'all about that, I was like, what the heck did she do to become a barber? I mean, a butcher's. What the heck did she do to become a butcher's daughter? And then in the next life, a vampire. But she's always been a vampire. He's always been, well, he's not rich, but he's a military child, whatever. But they got money and all this other stuff. Everybody always been intertwined with each other. Okay. She dies in the past to save his life. And that's how that episode ended. And then the next one, they went flashback. And this is episode 10. It came back to the future. They came back to the future. The Vampire Society, or whatever they're called, got her because she used her powers to save somebody. But they pardoned her. And then they started this whole new project Coexist or something like that. They started that, and she volunteers to do it. So what that means is that she's going to out herself as being a vampire and go back to the same school she went to because that's where the love of her life is. And he's a bigger dick than he was before the past. It is even possible. He's a bigger dick. Probably because he lost his memory. But even if he gained his memory back, I think he would be a dick times 3. I'm just saying. Who needs 3 dicks in their life? So, and when we think that the other guy dies into a sunlit vapor, it did not happen. They saved him. And he's back in school too. But he's not out yet. He's there to be the human friend to help her coexist among all the other stuff because she's getting bullied to get transferred and it's not worth it because she's like, I must stay by his side, blah, 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 blah. I mean, I want her to be with the vampire dude because he is always there for her. Like, really? Really? So, that's all I got for Ahjumma. I'm gonna get the accents together. I'm gonna get the pronunciations. Ahjumma. You know what I mean. Orange marmalade. Well, this has been your recap. And I hope you enjoy it. Stick tuned Saturday for the next K-drama recap. Also, thank you for watching. If you like this video, please comment, like, and subscribe. Yes, do that. Subscribe because, as my homie DeShonda said, it's all free. Yeah. Well, she don't say it like that, but you know what I mean. Also, I am a newest member of Snapchat, so follow me on Snapchat at GoogleMyShake. That's GoogleMyShake Snapchat. God, that's so corny. So, without anything else, annyeong!